Built on the side of the old Gator Bowl and incorporating a few pieces of that former stadium in its design, this is Everbank Stadium. And as EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Jacksonville, Florida. Straight ahead, it's an AFC intra-conference contest between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. On the Browns sideline, there's a look at their head coach, Todd Monken. These guys just about set to go in this one. On the opposite side, Jaguars head coach Liam Cohen. These guys more than motivated for this contest, ready to take the field here at home. Welcome in, everybody. Kate Scott alongside Brock Heward, and I know all of us are ready for this new season to begin. And we're off from Jacksonville. Showing a little burst so far. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. And it's the six-year starter leading them out. Now in year 6, coming off a 5th-place MVP finish, it's Trevor Lawrence.
I got a smile on my face. He has a smile on his face as he runs out with a new season right with every possibility. This is only the first scene of a 4.5-month movie where he could be playing the part of the league MVP, maybe leading a legit contender into the postseason. How he starts this campaign, though, well, how you start can have a massive impact on how things play out.
On second down, Lawrence. It is caught left side. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now put one of the tight ends in motion. On the give, it's And they're in there to take him down after a gain of 12. And that is a Jacksonville first down. Now after the play, it looks like we have somebody banged up. What we hope is it's nothing major. Don't want to see a serious injury less than a quarter into the season. They've got first down here from the 36. Here's Lawrence to throw. Man downfield, and Myers has it. They get a lot out of this play. 21 yards before the tackle is finally made. And it's going to be first down Jaguars.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. Finds his running back, his base shoulder to And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackled for a loss. We've got second and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up second and 11 at the 17-yard line.
Running back sent in motion left. Second down, it's Lawrence. This is caught. Here's Tootin again. And he's brought down a little short. No, actually, they do give him the 10-yard line.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, kid, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it.
And this is going to be reeled in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Parker Washington with his first of hopefully many more to come this season.
Their year sure begins on a high note, and they'll begin with a win too, Kate, if they could put more drives like that one together. Not how you start, it's about how you finish, but you can't start much better than that.
Cam Little tried the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. He's going to start the year 1-for-1 as they take a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Tylan Wallace on the return. work already half done thanks to that run back. They're taking over at midfield. So here come the Browns on offense, ready for their opening drive. At the helm for him, second year now out of the University of Colorado, Shedeur Sanders.
It's the dawn of a new season, Kate, with all the promise in the world ahead of he and his squad. And this is where all that off-season planning, the reps in camp, the sweat, the blood, the tears come into play. And you really don't want to stumble out the gate. You want to be the horse who jumps to the front right away and let everybody try to chase you down.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on second down. Another one for Junkins. Down he goes after a pickup of about 12 yards. That can be first down Cleveland.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of 12. And the Browns first down.
Back to throw. Here's Sanders. And this will wind up incomplete. Failure to connect brings up second down.
Covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. Second and 10. To throw now is Sanders. And he gets it away, but nowhere close to that target. Incomplete. Quick thinking just to get rid of it. No chance. It's third down. Sanders back to throw. Good as he was letting that one go. That pass isn't even going to get beyond the line. That is incomplete. The defense forces fourth down.
For the field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. Well, not what you like to see. Still just in the opening quarter of the season. And they have an injured player out there. Let's hope it's nothing major as he gets looked at. The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Here's Ballantyne on the return. Oh, baby, he gets rocked, and the ball is out. Oh, and this will be a turnover. It's recovered by the kicking team.
These guys are flying down the field. Reminds me of the guys at Braveheart. But different than Braveheart, these guys got two things on their mind. Number one, get the returner down. And number two, try to separate the ball if they can. It's rare that it happens, but boy, is it big when it does.
Browns look just about ready, Brock. Here comes first and 10. They go play fake. Now Sanders to throw. Jerry Jeudy with the grab. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal. They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal. From the gun, Judkins. And all he can get is 1 yard. Ran that right into the defensive front. I'm going to be a little judgy here, Brock. You got to have more than that on first and goal because now the pressure rises quite a bit to get good yardage or a touchdown here on second.
I don't disagree with you. The only thing I would say is that run, you hope offensively now gets the eyes of the defenders to focus on it. You can throw a little play-action pass for a tug.
Defense bringing in a fifth DB, third and goal. To the air, Sanders. And it's incomplete on third and goal.
That is a DB's best friend, pressure. That pressure earned that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target and hit him to alter that last-second attempt to get rid of it. Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm and start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Here's Ballantyne on the return. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. They're 1 for 1 so far to begin the new NFL season. Touchdown on their opening drive. Let's see if they have 2 for 2 in them. Inside give here for Tootin. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line. One loss of a yard to begin the drive. Here comes second and 11.
At the 26-yard line.
Now it's Lawrence. Looking for his back, but it will not find him. That's incomplete. Brings up third down.
Allen, incomplete. Brings up third down and 11.
Lawrence to throw it. Got his man. Thomas has it. Brought to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And that's going to earn the Jags a new set of downs. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Lawrence throwing here. Has him on the quick hitter. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up second and short.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at the Browns' 48-yard line.
We're through one quarter of this opening weekend of football. 7-6 is our score. Back to Everbank Stadium in just a bit. Back for the second quarter. It's Jaguar football. They're looking at second and pretty short. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Looking for him again, but not this time. That's incomplete. The defender made the adjustment and the hit to break it up, Brock. It's third down.
Brings up third down and 2.
Now Lawrence. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first.
And the Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They go counter. It's Tootin. And they shut him down on this one. They get him behind the line, and that should push him out of field goal range. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
That's over the middle and taken in by Washington. And he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7. Needing 4 here on third down. This is going to be the 9th play of this drive. Lawrence looking to throw. Looking Myers, and he's got it. That play picks up about 6 yards as he stopped. And that is a Jacksonville first down.
That's another Jaguars first down. First and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to his back. LeQuint Allen. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into first and goal.
Okay, I know exactly what's going to happen. I've seen it once. I've seen it 100 times. Next week on the practice field, this running back's going to say, see, I'm not just a running back. I can play receiver. And you receivers, you couldn't do my job, but I just showed you I could do yours.
That's good for 6 yards. They're going to have second and goal now at the 3.
Second and goal at the 3-yard line.
He'll work against the blitz. This is going to be caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Parker Washington. First return score. Now he's got a receiving one, too.
Well, we're just, let's see, Kate, 2 drives into this season, but they've got to be elated with how this offense is humming. Back-to-back drives to start the year. It's exactly the plan you want.
On his Little for the extra point. Send right down the middle and good. And the lead is up to 8.
Jaguars 14, Browns 6.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Fields this one at the 3. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. Back out now comes the Browns offense. And they set a chip shot field goal last time, Brock. You got to think they want to be able to finish it off and reach the end zone here. Here's Sanders now. The left side is caught by Concepcion. There's the hits, and finally putting an end to that one. Out of bounds after a gain of about 26. And that's going to be a Browns first down. One play in, and they are already close to midfield. Shotgun handoff here for Judkins. Still going past the 40. Into the red zone. And he gets home. Touchdown, Cleveland. Quinshon Judkins on the board. That's his first of the season. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
And this is Schmidt for the extra point. And he connects, but still surprised that they wouldn't go for two in the tie there, partner. But at least he made it, so the lead falls now to a single point.
13.
Things trim back down to a single point, Brock, as they send this off and away. Here's Parker Washington with the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of a season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
And he takes it forward to maybe the 23. Tyson Campbell, the man on that tackle. They're signaling for a stoppage here, and yep, there's a player injured after that snap. Not what they wanted to see in week one, as their medical staff heads out to check on him. Lawrence now on second down. Here's a screen for two. And he's going to be brought down up at the 28-yard line.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Short pass brought in. They rallied to him after a gain of about 7. That effort enough. They got the first down.
That's good for a Jaguars.
All set to go now from the 35.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Tootin on first and 10. Blast through midfield. And he's finally taken down at the 39-yard line. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. It's the Jags in front here at Everbank. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Here's Lawrence to throw. Complete, it's Myers. And he's taken down at the 30.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on the drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Running the counter, Allen. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was. Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 7, Lawrence. And this is incomplete. Could have been a touchdown, but all it is now is a 3rd down.
Incomplete.
Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right? And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
That one's incomplete in the end zone.
Well, it's hard for me to get too mad at him for missing a touchdown when he's already got 2 in his pocket. Maybe fantasy managers might not agree with me on this one, Kate. But don't worry, as hot as he is, I bet you a 3rd one's coming at some point. That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Browns and this running back headed back out for a new series. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for first half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. A little less than 30 seconds to go as they begin this drive. Sanders going to look to throw. That's caught. Here's Quinshawn Judkins. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up. The Browns take the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. So fresh set of downs now from the 39. Back to throw. Here's Sanders. Right back to Judkins. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Now a timeout's called. Cleveland using its second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Forced out to his right. He takes it himself. He's going to hit the sideline. Out of bounds he goes. Gain of about 6 before it. And it gives the Browns a first down.
That is so demoralizing for a defense. You lock things down in coverage. You do everything right on the back end, only to see the quarterback escape, evade the pressure, and get that first down anyway.
Leave Judkins on the drop down. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. Only time left for 1 more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. Ball on the left hash, the distance 53 yards. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. So less than a field goal separating these teams after our first 2 quarters. As we throw to Scott Hansen with our halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Our trip around the league starts now, and we go to a land down under. Both teams taking long flights to Melbourne, Australia. The 49ers taking on the Rams. And this might take some getting used to. It's the Niners wide receiver, Mike Evans. They're going to get it out to him on the right side and then watch him do the rest. Whoa, is he fun to watch. This will be a 70-yard touchdown catch. The Niners kick off their 80th season as an NFL franchise with a win down under in Melbourne. Next up, we go to Charlotte. We'll look in on the Panthers as they play host to the Chicago Bears. And this is Bryce Young. He connects here on a 36-yard touchdown. The Panthers still trail, however, and that game's gone to half. Lastly, let's check out the impact player from this opening slate of games of 2026, and it's this man. And this is the newest Patriot signed away from Green Bay, Romeo Doubs. They're going to give him a carry here, just trying to get him some touches, and the defense will not get their touches. He's gone, and it turns into a 70-yard touchdown run. The Patriots begin their AFC title defense and spoil the Seahawks Super Bowl party as they come away with the road win. And as night falls on a fantastic first Sunday of football, a look here at the rest of the action on a hectic first day of the NFL's regular season.
Let's see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Return starts at the 3. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Browns have the football first to start the third, and here comes their offense. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games, that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown panic in a hurry. So find a way to possess the ball and, more importantly, score some points.
Give them a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7. Another game to Judkins. And the stop is made. First down coming up. It's a gain of 11. Okay, so they sent the blitz, but it almost seemed to backfire there, Brock. They ran through it for a pretty nice gain.
Yeah, because there's a little boom or bust, right? Is an offense, as a QB, if you see that and run away from the blitz, it can be effective like it was there.
Catch made left side by Judy. Oh, that one did some damage as he's finally hauled down. A gain of about 24. First down coming up.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Browns.
Handoff now to Judkins. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Tackled there by Jordan Lewis. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it could be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from it. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And that's a Browns first down.
And the Browns first down.
Judkins running between the tackles. And they're going to have first and goal after he picked up a nice chunk there. And this is now a 100-yard game for him after that last carry. Man, what a strong day he's had running it for this offense. 4 downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. Sticking with Judkins here. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on second and goal. That right there, exactly the type of havoc that a well-designed blitz can cause, Brock. Everyone's so busy picking up their rushers. That D-tackle cleaned up.
Sure did. He gets his one-on-one. He shocks him with those heavy hands, knocks off that blocker, knocked down that runner. That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out, not giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on.
There's Sanders, third and goal. And he doesn't give anybody a chance of bringing that one in, Brock. That is through the end zone, and now it's fourth and goal. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. This from just 23 yards away. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that's going to give them the lead.
17.
Let's give him some credit. He's done his best to three them to death in this game, Kate. And he's continuing that effort here in the second half, as his fourth field goal of the game gives them a slim lead.
Here's Ballantyne on the return. Jukes away from one. And a decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he has to be happy about his game. We're checking some of the highlights right now that he's made so far. A good showing that's seen him in the zone from time to time. And also he's just seen the field well from his spot in the middle of this offense. Look at that power, deep left side. Oh, my! At the end of it, and he loses the ball. And the Browns pick it up. Not a ton after the recovery, so they're going to take possession deep in their own territory.
We got a close game here, late on both sides of the ball. We're getting the same message from the coaches. Any play could be the impact play that decides this one. And in this case, how about that? It's a literal impact as the big hit forces a clutch fumble.
Now we see the Browns offense headed out. And that last series, what gave them this slight lead, but not a ton of firepower as of late coming from their offense. Going to need some more consistent results if they want to hang on to this advantage. Here's Judkins to begin the drive. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Stopped by Foye Oluokun.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Going on second down, it's Sanders. Pass taken in by the rookie out of Cincinnati. Good work by this offense as they get about 20 on the play before the defense stops them. And it's going to be first down Cleveland.
It's a gain of 20. First down,
New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. give. Here's Judkins. And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
17 yards.
And you keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Judkins up the middle. This is ahead for about 5. Down by Caleb Ransaw.
I'm not seeing any signs of wear on those legs. In fact, I think this running back likes getting his number called. Eventually, sure, you're going to have to spell him, but right now, he's in a pretty good rhythm.
Here's Judkins on 2nd down. They manage a single yard that time. They're going to have to solve 3rd down and 4.
Okay, that's a run that's whole home on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
We've reached the end of 3 in our Week 1 opener. It's Browns ball working to carry this lead through to the end. They're down at 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Sanders back to throw. This one stops. Gray gains about 6 yards. And that's going to be a Browns 1st down.
They call 3rd downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
There's the stop. Damage finally comes to an end after a 17-yard pickup. And it gives the Browns a 1st down.
At the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Cleveland.
Now running with Judkins. And it's a nice gain off a really good effort there just to stay upright. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, look, Kate, you can't just ask one tackler to go mano-a-mano and stop this guy. You got to have the cavalry coming. One guy makes a hit, the others are there to clean up and pile on because one-on-one, he's going to run right through you.
And it's another 1st down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
Here we go.
Here's Judkins. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1. It's a pickup of 5, and that brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
It's Judkins again. And he punches this one in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
The ball carrier. Touchdown, Cleveland.
It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after try upcoming to make this a 2-score game here in the 4th. Accuracy perfect there as it's center cut. That throws their lead to 9.
26. Jaguars 17.
The Browns have it on the tee, and they will kick it away here. Washington now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. By his running back, Allen. And they've got 1st down, giving a gain of 14 on that previous play.
13 yards on the play. And the Jaguars 1st down.
Lawrence, a quick throw out wide. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
Jaguars 1st down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Handoff now to the receiver. Breaks it. Oh no, the ball is loose. But the Jaguars get back on top of the loose football. They're keeping possession. And dose of the hurry up here.
It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll empty the backfield and motion him out. Lawrence to throw on 2nd down. Nearly intercepted. Ooh, he almost had it. Couldn't bring it in. Incomplete. That brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete. He was covered by Tyson Campbell.
Hey, Lion!
Lawrence to throw it. It's a screen play for Allen. And they are on him short of that 1st down. They responded quickly to that throw. That brings up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Desperation time here. Has a man downfield. This is Washington. And they're staying out there. They had to go for that one, Brock, and they find a way to convert.
Yards on the play. That's another Jaguars 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Working inside the red zone. That's dropped underneath. Tootin. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. Working quickly here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
2nd down, it's Lawrence.
8-yard line.
And we've seen a lot of this today. He's in again. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Parker Washington. The 3rd time that he has brought in a score this week. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
That one right down the middle. They'll trail by less than a field goal now.
26. Jaguars 24.
We're down to a 2-point difference as they send the kick away. Here's a return from the 7. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Browns returning their offense and this running back to the field. And I think we can agree the plan to keep him out of the end zone, it hasn't quite worked so well for this defense, at least not yet. He scored twice, really been the one his group can turn to for a spark or a big play when they've needed it. Drive starts with Judkins. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. The Jaguars are going to call their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
I know these D-ends love to get to the quarterback. I know that sacks many times equals a bigger payday. But doing the dirty work, playing the run well, that's what the best of the ends do in this league.
Another run for Judkins on 2nd down. Stop finally made after they give up 16 on the play. And it's going to be 1st down Cleveland. Now before we reach the 2-minute warning, we've got a timeout. That's the 2nd one used by the defense in this half. First down, and they go right back to it. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Now we get a pause, Brock, as the defense uses its final timeout, so the clock only going to stop again at our 2-minute warning. Sanders throwing on 2nd. Concepcion reels this in. And they make the tackle at the 38. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the 1st down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. And they'll take a knee. This won't run out the clock just yet, Brock. They're going to have to kneel it again after this one. Your favorite formation, right, Brock? The victory formation here as he takes a knee. They can't end it with a knee, but this would run out some clock. They drop to a knee, and what little time we have left here is going to tick down. So the Browns will take this win home with them. Well, partner, long season ahead, but undoubtedly a good start here today, getting the win in Week 1.
Yeah, a bad start now on the other side can snowball on you. One loss into 2 into 3 and so on. But you get that early win, it can get you playing at a midseason level in the early goings of a season and lead to a really good start that has you talking playoff hopes in the front half of the schedule.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a well-earned win for the Browns as we bid farewell from Jacksonville.
We have a deal. One of the top receivers has agreed to terms on a contract extension that will likely keep him and his quarterback very happy.